Hello, in this video I am going to teach you what is the Apex and how to write the code in Apex, and I want to discuss all the basic concept in Apex. So this video is core Apex programming language. So in this video we are covering the topic. First, I am discussing about what is the Apex. Second, I am discussing about why we use the Apex in Salesforce. Third, data type in Apex. Fourth, control statement. Fifth, loops in Apex. Sixth, function in Apex. String method in Apex. Date and time method in Apex. Collection in Apex. Class and object, how to create and use in Apex. Inheritance in Apex. Polymorphism in Apex. Abstract class in Apex. Interface in Apex. Access modify in Apex, and try and catch statement in Apex. So this is the topic which we are discussing in this video, and this video is only core Apex. So if you are first time learn the Apex, so this is for you. So now I'm using the VS Code to run the Apex code. So first, how to run the code in VS Code. So before we are open VS Code and connect org into VS Code. So here I am connecting my org to VS Code. You can see it. This is my org and this is the VS Code, and after that I am create a one project is manifest, and inside manifest project you successfully created. So you can see it, the folder name is script. So inside the script you can see it apex folder and one hello.apex file. So just open this file, and in this file you can see it the code, because now in my file I have already write the code, but in your side you can see only this code. So what is the mean of this code? So first, if you want to run your apex code in anonymous window like developer console, inside I will show you. In my org I'm opening the developer console, and here you can see it execute open anonymous window. So this, here you can run any code in Apex, same as you can also be run here in VS Code. So our CLI will provide the two statement to execute your anonymous code. So first is execute anonymous Apex with currently selected text, same as whatever text I am selected, and run it. So you can use this command, and after you want to execute your whole page, so you can use this command. So how to find this command? So I'm just copy it and Control Shift P to open my command palette, and then here I'm paste it. So you can see it, our command are available. So just click and execute the code. So I will show it. First I'm just write down the system.debug function, and inside I'm just print the hello, and I'm select to execute the code. Okay, so here I'm just expand the developer, and here my code is executed successfully. So first starting execute anonymous and ending execute anonymous, in between your code will be done. So first check compile is successfully and execute is successfully. So first our code is compiled, then execute line by line all the code is execute. So I'm only for selecting the hello. So this is the execute anonymous inside this code, and here it will be show the limit. So now I want to show only for debug, so that's why I want to add the filter. Okay, so here I'm just adding the user debug filter, so you can see it only hello is display. I'm just, why we are using the user.debug, because in my code I'm just printed the hello here, you can see it, and hello will be displayed. So this is the user debug I want to need. So now I'm copy and paste to, you can see it only debug will be displayed, not any other part will be displayed. So I'm only need to show the debug, so that's why I'm adding the filter. I'm going to run again. So okay, just select and save it. So here you can see it, hello is displayed. So this way you can run the code into the VS Code. So now I'm also going to share one thing. Okay, if you are not going to shift open command pilot and run this code, so you can also set your shortcut. You can go to setting and keyboard shortcut, and here you can search your command. I'm added alter plus s to execute selected text, and I'm add the shortcut alter plus s. So whenever we are selecting the text and press alter s, so it's automatically executed. So same as you also be set your shortcut. Now I am going to discuss the first topic is what is the apex. So here is the definition for what is the apex. So I think you can see the very well. Okay, so what is the apex? Apex is a strongly typed object-oriented programming language used to run on the Salesforce platform, run on the Salesforce cloud infrastructures, including triggers, batch classes, and web service. Okay, so first I'm going to discuss the what is the apex. So before is in apex is the same as Java because both language have a same structure, but in few cases apex is different. So first apex is only into the Salesforce side use. So apex is also object oriented programming language and it is used on Salesforce platform. Now using apex you can create a trigger, batch, and web services. The second part is why we are using the apex. So in apex, to add the business logic into your Salesforce application, create the complex data manipulation or automate process. In Salesforce, you can in your Salesforce you want to use apex to create a business logic in your application, and you also be manipulation or complex manipulation for your data to use apex to simplify it, and you can also be create a automation process using apex. So this is the use of apex in your Salesforce, and also we create a web services, and also we create a batch class, all are including into the business logic. So this is the use of apex, and apex is run into backend side for Salesforce. So this is the language, programming language, it is run for server side. So when you are learn Salesforce, so you have to write some code in your Salesforce, so you have to use the apex. Now after that, what all programming language have a data type, so same as apex have a data type. So in apex have a two type, primitive data type and non-primitive data types. So in primitive data type there are basic built-in type provided by the apex language. They hold single value and are not object, means primitive data type are stored single value, and inside primitive data type have a integer, long, decimal, double, string, boolean, date. This is the type of available in primitive. So if you want to store integer value 32-bit size, same as long 62-bit, decimal store decimal point value 128-bit, same as double 64-bit, floating point value supported, string have a supported group of character value, boolean data type store true and false value, date time is store date value, date and time data type store date and time value, same as time store time value, and id is a unique data type in apex. So id are used in apex because id are indicate to unique Salesforce record, and I already have a 18 digit character unique identifier. So what is the mean of 15 and 18 digit? So in 15 digit, ID is a case sensitive and accessible for Salesforce UI. What is the mean of case sensitive? Case sensitive are I indicate uppercase and lowercase both are different, but in 18 digit Salesforce ID are in case insensitive, means uppercase and lowercase both considered as the same, but in 15 digit are not considered as the same. So this is the difference, and you can accessible in 15 digit ID for Salesforce UI, like opening any record. So you can see in your URL is a 15 digit record ID is case sensitive, but when you are dealing with report, import and export and using the API integration, so you need to use the ID in 18 digit because it is add the 3 character in end of the ID, because these 3 character are indicate the object name. So this is the use of 18 digit and 15 digit ID in Salesforce. Now I'm also be mentioning here, because all the value are stored into binary formats 0 and 1, so you can see it 1 byte we have a 0 and 1 binary digit, and after 8 bit it store 1 byte considered as a 1 byte. 1024 byte is equal to 1 KB, same as 1024 KB equal to 1 MB, 1024 MB equal to 1 GB, and 1024 GB equal to 1 TB is the this is the size of data you can store it. Now our second data type is non-primitive data type, and non-primitive data type have includes there are object and collection. They can store multiple value, complex structure, and reference user defined classes. Means non-primitive data type are not store only single value, it is store object and collection of the value. So in this data type have a list, set, map, enum, object, and interface. This is the data type in non-primitive. So first is a list, a order collection of element, means it is stored order value of collection of elements, same as set, but it is unordered, and collection of unique element, it is not supported duplicate value. Map is a collection of key and value pair. Enum is a special data type that allow you to define the fixed set of the constant value. Object is a user defined data type that can contain the field and methods, and same as interface is a special type of the class that define the constraint of other classes to implement. Okay, so this is the interface. Now I will how to display and write the syntax of data type. So this is the primitive data type variables. So here I'm created one integer variable and store the 10 value. So if you want to create a variable into the Apex, so first you want to write the data type. So here I'm created the primitive data type variable. So first we are mentioning the data type, which data type value I want to store it. So first here I am store the integer value. So I'm just give the name of data type, then after I will give the name of variable and store the value equal sign assignment sign, same as long, decimal, double, string, boolean have a true and false value. Date time, it is have a function date dot today to store the current value, current date, and date time dot now is using this function to get the date and time value, same as date and time dot time function will be accessible to current time. Now here is my non-primitive data types. So first I'm going to create a list. I'm going to create a list. So in list is the syntax, you can create a list. So first you want to mention the list, and list inside how many data, how in list inside what kind of value you want to store. So here I'm mentioning the string data type value I want to store into the list. So here I am mentioning the data type same as here, and this is the syntax of list. You can create it, and after that we are added the value in string data type and just add the value into the string. So in this way you can create a one line to create and initialize the list, same as map have a store key and value. So I am mentioning this data type is string and value data type is integer, and here name map value and same as here, and add the value key and arrow sign to value. So this is the way you can create a map to the apex, same as the set have a store string data type value, and here I'm added the value. But in list and set have a different thing is, first list is a store order, so it is maintain the order, one by one value will be displayed, but in set is not follow the order. So it is anytime you can see it the result, okay, that A is be first, otherwise C is first is not be decided. The second thing, list and set. So list have a supported the duplicate value. So if you are print this list, so you can see our A is repeated, but in list you can see it A is displayed two times, but in set we are also we added two times A, but it is removed because A first is treats the check A is available, so not support the duplicate value. It is store unique value. So this is the way you can use the set. Now I am created one enum name. Here is the access modifier. I'm just give the public name, data type is enum, and name is color, and here I am mentioning a three value, red, green and blue. So it is set of the constant value, means when you want to create a enum into the apex, because in some case you have decided to fix value in your program apex programming language in your code. So suppose right now I am mentioning the three color name, so I'm decided I need three value into my whole code. So and in between I'm not be going to change it. So this is the way you have to create a enum. It is a fixed value, and now and it is not used, but it is not used in much in apex programming, but it is the topic too I will be discuss it now. Here is the class. It is an important topic, important data type in apex. So class, first you have to create a class. So our class structure is first like access modifier, giving the public the syntax class and give the name of person class. And here we are created the two variable, first is name, second is age, and inside we are same name of the class is called constructor, and constructor pass the two parameters, sorry, argument. And here I am give the name of assign the name of name variable, same as age assigned to age variable. So this is indicate the object variable name. So this dot name is indicate to this variable name, and this is the only accessible into the function. So name is store this variable name, and age is for age variable. So keep it mind. Now here I'm created one instance of person class and give the name, so you can see it. Join and 3 I store the value in name and age variable, and now I'm access the name like this, and then I'm also access the age like this, because this is my object and this is my class. So class have a lots of object. In one class you can create a multiple object. So class is a cello copy which is define the structure, and using class you can create a multiple object. So now we are creating one object and give the name of person and age. Okay, now we are display all the primitive data type variable collection enum value like this. You can print it color dot red to if you print the red, green and blue. Now I'm also be created this is my people name. I'm created one list inside the class data type, so I want to store the collection of object. And now after that we are, because list have a, if you want to add the value into the list, the list will be provided the method name is add. So in add method we are added the, first we are created new to create, call the, create the instance of person class and store the value Ganesh and 24. So this person, first person value we are stored into the list, same as second person value and third person value. So what is the mean of this? So I'm created the instance of person and store the object into the list, same as we, Devika and Sagar. So these three objects are stored into the list. And now list is a array, so you can access the value into the list in size. Here I'm just give the zero index value, so whatever in zero index value will be first object, so you can see it. People is a name of list and give the zero index, so you can go to the first object. And I am give the name, so first object name will be display is Ganesh, same as first. Give the first object age, same as second object name and age, and third person name and age I want to display. So this is the way you can display it. So let's see it, run the code and see. Okay, so first we are display the integer value is 10, long value is 20, decimal value, double value, string value is hello world, boolean is true, date value it will be display, date time value will be display, time is also be display, same as list value A, B, C and E, because it is supported duplicate value, but in set is not supported, so it is vanish the A, it is repeat again, same as map A and B. A is the string key value data type and value have a integer data type, same as enum display the red, green and blue. Now I'm using a list to display the class value. So first name of our person Ganesh and 24h, same as second person and third person, using the object. Okay, so this way you can create, this way you can create a variable into the apex. And in apex I have a two data type, primitive and non-primitive. Primitive have integer, long, decimal, it is stored single value. But if I go into non-primitive data type, so it is stored list, set, map, num and object. This is the non-primitive data types in apex programming language. So this way you can create a variable and store the value into the apex. Okay, our fourth topic is control statements in apex. So what is the control statement in apex? So I have a if statement, else if. So in apex you want to check the condition is match, so in between the logic will be executed. So now we are create a one variable name is age, I store the 23, and here this is the if statement condition. So first you write a if inside the match the condition our age equal to 23. If our age is match 23, so in between logic will be executed. So here I'm just simple the, so the display message is name of age is 23, so my age is 23, so this condition is satisfied and our debug is display. Let's run it. Okay, age is 23 will be display. Now same as I want to display if condition is satisfied, to this logic will be executed, and condition is not satisfied, so this logic will be displayed like if else. So here I'm give the age 24. So now our age is not satisfied the condition, so else statement will be executed. Let's see it. Okay, age is not satisfied because age is 24, so this condition is not satisfied, so it is not going to inside the if, it is going to if else. So this way you can use if else control statement into your apex and run the logic according to your requirement. The third is if else statement in apex. So if else statement is a check one by one condition. First condition is not satisfied, it will be check second condition, same as third, fourth, according to your requirement. Now I am giving the two condition. Suppose our first condition is satisfied, so it will be not going to check second condition. This is the concept of if else statement. So first our age is 19.3, so obviously our first condition is not satisfied because it mentioned 23, so age is not matched. Second, it will be checked, age is 24, it is also not be satisfied. So our last if else statement will be executed and run. The age is not 23 and 24. So let's check, run it. Okay, our else debug will be display, and now we are give the 24 and run again. So our second else if age is 24, this one debug will be display. So according to logic, you can also be use if else statement into your apex. Fourth statement, control statement is switch statement. So switch statement is same as if else statement. Here I'm create a variable name status and give the approved, and this is the syntax for switch. First I'm give the keyword switch on our variable name, and when to check when status value is approved. So this logic will be executed when status is rejected. So this log is executed or both condition are going to false. So this statement is executed else. So now status is approved. So you can see this debugger will be displayed. Let's check it. Approved status is this work. Okay. Now in switch statement you can use the enum also. So now we have created one enum, name is order status, and give the data type of order status to create a one variable and give the value order processing, because enum have a fourth value, new status, processing, shipping, and deliver. So right now I'm giving the processing and check switch to pass the variable. If variable name is new status, so this block same as processing, shipping, delivered, and else. So in my code, this block will be executed because the value current status is processing. Let's check it. Okay, order is being processing. Okay, order is being processed. This block is executed. So this way you can also be use enum to into your switch, because switch is supported string, enum, and s object also. So what is the s object? The s object is the base class for all standard and custom Salesforce object. Okay, s object is the base class in Salesforce. So every record like account, contact, opportunity, and custom object is type s object. So this is the use. What is the s object? So this is the base class for Salesforce all object, and every object you have created or standard object or custom object. So in Apex it is considered as a s object. So now I'm giving the data type of s object, name is record, and create a one account object, name is test company. So now I want to check which which type of record. So we have give the switch condition to pass the record, and if our record is account, so this debug, so I want to display the account name, or if our record is type contact, so this last name will be displayed, and some other type of record, so the else is executed. So now our type is account, so you can see it. Our first condition is satisfied, and this name will be displayed test company. So this is the way you can use string, enum, and s object into the switch statement. Now our Fifth topic is loop in Apex. Okay, so in Apex, what is the loop? A loop is a, suppose you want to display or run the code multiple times. So suppose I want to write a debug in 10 times. So what is the, I'm giving the example. Suppose I want to print 1 to 10 number. So obviously without loop I have to write 10 times system debug, but using loop you can write like this. This is a for loop syntax. It's like mention the for inside. First is a declaration. I'm passing data type integer. I start 0. Here is the condition. I is less than 5 and plus plus is the increment statement. Inside we have print the value of I. So what is the mean of this? So first time for loop is run. So first I variable is created and assign the 0 value. The second, it will be check the condition. If I less than 5, so right now I value is 0, so condition is true. 0 is less than 5, so condition is true. Then it is not going to increment part, but it is run the statement. System debug value is 0. Then now I will be increment 0 to 1, and after going to check the condition, 1 is less than 5. Yes, condition also be satisfied. Then also we going to run the statement until I value is not going to greater than 5 till our code will be run. Let's see it. Okay, so now you can see it. First time our value I is 0, second I is increment, and check the condition. 1 is less than 5. Yes, so value will be display 1, 2, 3 and 4 because 4 is less than 5. Yes, it will be display 4. Then going to 5, 5 is less than 5. Not, this is not condition satisfied, so it's jump outside, and if is closed, for loop is closed. So this way you can run according to your condition. Here I'm passing the 10, so 10 times it will be run. Okay, so this is the for loop. Now same as I have a while loop. In while loop we have to mention, create a variable I. Inside while loop, here is a condition check, then print and plus. So what, while loop is the same as for loop, but structure is different. So first we have to create a variable and check the condition. 0 is less than 5. Just satisfy the condition to go inside the while loop and display the variable name and plus. It is the run when condition is not satisfied. Okay, so here 5 times statement is executed. Now this is the way you can use while loop, same as do while loop. So do while loop is different for while and for loop, because in this loop I have created the variable j and I am display the value j plus plus, because for loop it is check all the things into the for function, but while loop I have first created variable and condition check, but in do while loop have a end of the check condition. So you can see our code will be executed in one time without condition is true or false. So suppose our j is 0, so first j is 0, j plus plus, check the condition. So here j value is 1, 1 less than 5. Yes, again it is run. Okay, I will be show it 0 to 5, but our value j is 5. Still do while loop is executed in one time. Okay, so this is the difference between for while and do while loop. So according to your loop condition, you are using any loop into your programming language. Now is the statement break and continue. It is the important part in for loop or looping. So in some case you want to break the condition and come outside the loop. So this is the way break keyword to you can break it the loop. So now our loop will be executed 0 to 5. So 5 times for loop is executed, and now we are going to give the condition if our variable value will be 3. So I'm going to break. So what is the main of this? Okay, our loop will be executed only 3 times, not 5 times. So first our k value is 0, so condition is not satisfied and debug will be displayed. Then after k value going to 1, so not satisfied, display 1. Going to 2, condition is not satisfied, display the 2. Now our k value is 3, condition is satisfied, 3 equal to 3, and loop going to break. So using break statement you are break the loop. Now same as continue statement. The continue statement you want to skip the value. Suppose our loop will run 0 to 5, but in my case I don't want to print the 3. Okay, okay, you can see 0, 1, 2 and 4, not print the 3. So what is the mean? If suppose our L value is going to 3, so first it will be checked the condition is satisfied. So it is not, it is continue, means skip the below of the code and going to the increment part, and 3 to 4 our L value, and it will be displayed the 4. So if you are using the continue statement inside the loop, so it will be skipped after all the logic. So keep it in mind when you want to skip the condition, so you can use the continue statement, and if you want to break the loop, so you can use the break statement. So this is the way, this is the two keyword you can use in your for loop or while loop to improve your code or add a logic according to your according to your requirement. So this is the looping in Apex. So our first is for loops. The for loop look like same as while loop. Do while loop is run first time without condition is true or false. Same as break statement, you can use break statement into your while loop, do while loop and for loops. It is supported all loop. Same as continue statement also be, you can use do while loop and for loop. So this is the looping in Apex. Now we are discuss the function in Apex. So what is the function in Apex? So here is the sixth topic in Apex. What is the function? So in Apex, if you have to create a function in Apex, so I first I am created public void display. This is sorry, this is my function, and this function name is display. This is the access where function is accessible. Now I'm giving the public, so this function is accessible for full page, and return type is the void, so this function is no return any value. Inside we are create a one system debug hello display function. Now you can see it. This is the way you can create a function inside your Apex class. So now this is the function, but how to call the function? So here you write your function name display and curly bracket and semicolon. So this way you can call the function, and this is your function definition. So whenever we are call a function, so our system.debug will be print. So inside your function you can write any business logic which you are perform into your project or code. So let's check. Here our hello display function debug will be display. Now just see. Okay, now what am I do? I am create a one function name is sum, and this is the function, and this is the this here we are call the function sum. So you can see it, my sum function have a integer return type. So whenever I'm calling the sum function, so sum function return a integer value and also accept two parameter integer variable value. So here we are passing 5 and 10 in some function argument. So here a have a 5 value and b have a 10 value assigned to my parameter variable. Just keep it mind, this is the argument and this is the parameter. So a and b, 10 and 50, 10 and 5 equal to 50 will be written my sum function, and the 50 value will be stored into my result variable, which I created integer because sum function will be written the integer value. Okay, so when I run the code, so you can see it, the output is result is 15. So what is the use of function? Suppose in your Apex code you have a some logic you have to write multiple time into your code. Suppose your project have a some finding the maximum value into your into the some list. So you are write some logic to find the maximum value, but this logic you have to perform multiple time into your code. So you make the finding the maximum value function and write inside the logic. So just what is the benefit of function? So if you write the maximum value function, so you can just call your function like this and you can find the maximum value. No need to write multiple times same logic into your code. So this is the way you can improve your code capability and no repeat any single line, no repeat your logic again and again. So this is the use. You have to create a small chunks of logic into your function and easily find out the error also be in your code. Suppose you have a code into finding the maximum number, so just go into your finding maximum number function and you can track your error easily. But if you write a multiple times same logic, so you have to difficult to find the error. So this is the best thing in Apex is the function. Define a function and split logic. So this is the function functionality in Apex. Now I am discussing the string method in Apex. So I know you all are aware about this what is the string in Apex. So here my seventh topic is string. So before I'm discussing the all method in string, so I'm just give the definition. Okay, what is the string? So string is nothing but a collection of character. If you want to display some message or store some paragraph, so you can use a string variable inside the Apex. So here str is a string variable, name data type is a string, and store the hello world. Yeah, in my string variable have a first method is a length method. What is the length method? Length method is a find the character size, character how many character used into the string, finding the length. So here I am using str dot length function. It is pre-built function you can use and finding the length. So when I run it, Okay, so you can see it 11th length in my string. So how to calculate it? Our first character indicates the 0 index. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Space also we indicate count it. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, and last digit is also we indicate null. So consider as into the string. So our length is 11th. 11. Okay, so string length, whenever you use the length function, so you can just keep it mind our character 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 10. You can count again 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. But in string have a last character also be underscore null, so it is countable, so our length will be written 11. Okay, now second function is caret method. So what is the use of caret method? Because in our laptop or in our computer are considered not into the store in database like a H, E or all the alphabet character, but it is convert into the binary code. So if you want to find the H character binary code, so use the caret method to find the proper binary digit number, and all A to Z capital alphabet store into 65 between the 19 and small A to Z and 19 7 into 122 digit. So first we are using the caret. Here you can pass the index value. So now we are passing the 0 index value. It is considered as a H character. So just you can see it. What is the output into the in my code? Sorry, I missed the select word. I'm selecting and none. So 72 is my H keyword binary digit number. You can also be find changing the value and run it and finding the character digit. Okay, 101 because it is a small digits, it indicate like 97 to 122 in between. So 101 is a value of small e. So this is the function you can find the binary value for your characters. The third function to the stream, this is the content method. The content method is used to find the word are available into your string. So here is my string value is hello world, and I am passing the hello is content into my string for yes it is content, so it will be written the true or false because the return type is boolean. If it is content, so return is a true. It is not content, return will be false. So you can also be use the content function as you need in your program. Here it is the return true because our hello it is into our string, but if we are write hello one, so it will be return a false because hello one it is not into my string. You can see it. So this function you can also be find out the word it is available or not into your string. Now our fourth method is end with method. So what is the use of end with method? The end with method is check your string and which end position which word is used. So this is the function name end with. Now our str5 string have a value hello word, and I am using the end with function to find the word is available inside the string 5 method. So you can just check it now. So now also we change the value word to, so it is not be available into my string because word keyword is my string end side end of the position, but I am writing the word to, so it is totally different. So this time it will be written the false value because word 2 is not in my last position for the string. So this is the function to finding the last position word is checking it is available or not. The same as equal method. You can also be understand the meaning. What is the use of equal method? It is checking the compare the two string. This is my string 6 and string 7. Both value have a same, and I'm just compare both string is equal or not. If it is a equal, so it will return a true, otherwise false. So just I run it and check. Here it is a return true. Same as the sixth number method is index of method. The index of method is nothing but finding the index in your word character. So where here I am writing the character W. I want to find the index of W inside my string. So I'm using this index of function to find the index. So you can see it 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 position indicate the W character. So when I'm running my code, so you can see it, the index is 6 will be written because W is indicate to 6 position into my string. So this is the use of index of function. Same as seventh number of the replace method. So what is the use of replace method? The replace method is just replace your word to other word. So here I am replacing the word to apex. So this is my string value is hello world, and here I am using replace to replace the word with apex, and here I'm just debug it. So this replacement is not happen into string 10 value, but it will be written the new string. So you can see it, this function is written and store into replace the string and just display it. Okay, so here you can see it, hello apex. I'm replace the word with apex, so here you can see it, hello apex. Okay, the eighth function is also be important to split your string into the list. So this is my string name is hello word apex. I have a 3 words inside my string and all word in between the comma. So if I want to split all the word with comma, so this is the split method to store all the word into the list one by one. So here I am write the data type list into the string. So list have a string value and we are split with a comma. So you can see it. What is the output into my code? So our list have a value hello world and apex. 3 value are stored into my list. So using split you can convert your string into the list. Okay, now our ninth number method is start with. So this is the same, this is the opposite of end with. Here is the start with method. It is check your starting position of your word. So here I am writing the my string value is hello world and I use the hello is available into my starting position of the string 12. So yes, so it will be returned the true. Okay, so the start with is also the opposite of end with. Now our 10 numbers of method is substring method. Substring method is nothing but finding your index to find extract your word. So here I'm passing the 0 to 5 between the word will be written. So here is my string 13 hello world and I'm just subtract the word using 0 to 5. So here you can see it 0, 1, 2, 3 and 5. So hello will be written into my substring. You can see it. Okay, hello will be written because 0 to 5 index hello. Same as two lower and two upper method is convert your string into uppercase and lowercase. I return debug it. So here my string 14 have a hello world, H and W is capital, but the output is lowercase because I am here using the two lower method. Same as here is the hello world and using the two upper, so all character are converted to uppercase. So this is the lower case and uppercase method are also be in string function. Now the 13th method is stream method. Suppose in your string have a before and after have a space, so you want to remove it. So using the trim function to remove this before and after space, just you can check it. Before and after space are removed using trim function. So this is the 13th method I have covered into the string. It is an importance method when you are dealing with a string function and you want to perform some logic. So you can just keep it in your mind the methods. So it will be help to enhance your knowledge, enhance your logic, and also be help to easily calculate to like finding the index size, and also be both all the method are important according to your logics to your easy to your work, because it is pre-built method. You just call it and easily remove the trim method. And also be most important the split method, replace method, all our method are important. You want to lowercase uppercase, because suppose you have some email id, so you just have you want to just first you have to remove the before and after the spaces and also be converted to lowercase, because email id mostly in lowercase, and then you have to check the value with your variable. So this is the validation time you have to need this function. So this is the all our string function. And now I'm going further date and time methods in apex. So this is the date and time method in my apex. So my the first method is today. Date dot today method is return the today's time. Okay, so here you can see it. The today time will be returned date dot today. When you need to display your today's time, so use the date dot today function. Same as you want to display the tomorrow time, so just add one day inside the add day method. Here I'm finding the today date, and today inside we are added one day, so it is tomorrow. Also we subtract the -1, so yesterday time we can get it. Same as date and time method, it will be display. Here I have a function dot date dot time inside dot now, so it will be return the current date and time. So also first I'll just display all the function and explain it one by one. Okay, so here is the date dot today function. It will be return the today's date. Okay, now if you want to display the tomorrow, so add method, add the day, add day method to add one day, so it will be return the tomorrow date. Same as add -1, it will be return the yesterday date. If I want to display the date time method to display the current date and time, so date time dot now function, it will be return the current date here. Same as if you want to display the future date time, so just add the hours method. This is the now dot add hours, so I am adding the 5 hours. So this is the add 5 hours. Also we add the -5 hours to yesterday past date time. Same, I want to display the time, so date dot time dot now it is return the current date time, and now I'm using the time function to display the current time here. Current time, same as I'm also add the current time, have 2 hours. Future time, past time, same as our function is add hours method. And now we have also be created a new time using the new instance method to passing the time. Here is new time, and also be create another times and add hours, add minutes, add second, add millisecond. Okay, so this is the function are available in Apex to add hour, minute, seconds, and also we create your own date and times and fetching the current date times and modify your date to yesterday and today and tomorrow also as you want in your code. So this all function are available in Apex date and time function. Now our important topic is collection in Apex. It is mostly used in your programming Apex language. So what is the use of collection variable? So just I'm remove it all this, and here is the definition of collection Apex in. So what is the collection in our Apex? So this is the ninth topic in my core Apex tutorial. So collection are used to store the multiple value in single variable. They are dynamic in size and can grow up shrink as needed. There are three type of collection in Apex: list, set, and map. So first, you can understand the collection variable. The collection variable is nothing but an array. It is store the multiple value inside it. So I have a three type of collection variable: list, set, and map. So first is a list. A list is a ordered collection of element. Means our list is a order collection. One by one element will be displayed. If you first you are added one value, second time you added the two, so it is the order. When you print or display your list, so you can display one and two value in order. Now second, it can contain the duplicate value and allow null value. List are also be contain the duplicate value, means if you are add the two times same value, so you can see inside the list both value are available into the list, and also you can add the null value because list are also support the null value. List are indexed, meaning you can access the element by their position in the list. Okay, so list is nothing but an array. You can also be add the duplicate value and null value, and all value are accessible using passing the position. Means if you want to display the your first position value, so just write down the index is 0, so you can access the first item into the list. The second definition is the set. What is a set inside the Apex? So set is an unordered collection of unique element. Means set is a different from list. It is the unordered collection. Will set have a no any order, and it is accept duplicate elements. It is not support duplicate value same as a list, because set is all items are unique inside the set, and all the items have no any orders. It does not allow the duplicate value and does not maintain the order of elements. Yeah, set are the useful when you want to ensure that collection contain only unique value. So you can see, okay, when we are used the set in your Apex code, because if you want to display the if you want to store the unique value, so that's time you can use the set to store the unique value, and all value have no any orders. So you cannot be accessed by passing the position like a list. So this is the set, and now our third collection variable is a map collection of value key and value pair. Means map is a collection of key value pair. Means uh, our map is stored key as a value, and each key is a unique, same as a set. You cannot be passed the duplicate key inside the map, and it is a map to be single value, and it maps to a single value. The map are useful for storing the data in a way that allow for quick lookup based on keys. Map can be nested, meaning you can have a map of maps. Means map have a key value where all the key have a unique, and you can also be nested of the map inside the map as your requirement. So now I have a method. I have a method for list, set, and map. So one by one, we are discussing all the methods or use all useful method in. form list, set and map. So first, how to create a list into the Apex. So just here is the list keyword. Inside, how which data type value you want to store inside the list is specified. So here I am using the string value we are adding to my fruit is my list name, and equal to new, and list equal to, this is the definition to create a list. And my first method is the add method to add the value inside the list. So here is my fruit is my list name, and add function to add the value into my list. Now here I am a debug to show first add method is add the list value. You can see it. Our first value is apple will be displayed because here I added the one value. The second method, sorry, the second method is add method in list. It is also be, I am also be add according to the finding an index to add the value. So add method is support index wise adding. So here I am passing the 0 index. I want to add the value banana. So you just mention here the index and add value. So banana is display also be first position, and second position is an apple. Okay, here you can see it, banana and apple. So add method, if you not mention the index, so it will be display store into the end of the position. But if you mention the index, so it is store your value, your particular index. The second is add all method. The add all method is store your list inside the list. Suppose my first list name is fruit, and my second list, here I am created more fruit inside the two value orange and grapes, and more fruit value I want to store into the fruit list. So how to merge two list value using add all method. So add all method is supported store the all value inside the fruit. Let me check it. Okay. So you can see it, banana and apple, and then add all method to store the orange and grapes are displayed here. So add all method are useful to store the bull value. Your second list can be added into your fruit. Here also we can store the set value into the my list. It is not only for list value will be store it, but you can also be store the set value as well. Okay, here I am first our list have a two value banana and apple. Then after I am using the add all method to store second list value orange and grapes. Then after we are store also be set value mango and pineapple. So you can see it, mango and pineapple also be stored into my list. So using add all method to you can store the value or merge the value on other list or other set value. The second function is a clear function. So you can know about the name to identify what is the use. So if you want to clear your list or vanish all the value, so using the clear function. Okay, here I am using the clear function. So all the method will all the item will be removed using clear method. So you can see it, empty list will be displayed using the clear method. Now clone method is clone the value. This is my fruit list. I am adding the dragon fruit, guava, papaya, pineapple. I'm adding the four item. and here I am using the clone, so our list clone into the clone fruit list. So using clone method to you can clone the list to other list. Here I am just use it. I don't want to display before the debug, so just here I am creating the fruits and add the item, display it so you can see it. Our clone list value have a dragon fruit, guava, papaya and pineapple. All four items are displayed because here I am cloning the all value inside the clone fruit list. So this is the method to clone your list. The another method is contain the method. Contain method check the item is available or not. So here I added one item name is apple inside my fruits list, and just here I am just checked the apple is available or not inside my list. So it will be returned true and false value. Here you can see it. Our list have a four item, and here I'm added one another one is apple, and I'm checked fruits contains apple. So the checked all item the apple is added, so it will be returned the true content value, and you can see the second seventh method is the get method to get the value according to index. So if I want to get a value for index, so using the zero index value I want, so use the get method to display it, and also be finding the index according to your mentioning your value to. So here, okay, now I am get method to find the first index value is the dragon fruit. So you can see dragon fruit I store into my first fruit in a list dragon fruits, and index of the apple is 0, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 because this is my pawn item, and after I added the one item is apple, so you can see fourth number of item is apple. If item is not present to the list, it will be written the false. Or let me check. I'm just added apple one. It is not into my list. What will be the output? Okay, it will be written the minus value because it is the null value. It will not be present into the list. Same as index of variable. If you are not present the list, so it will be written the minus value. And now the is empty method is checked our list is empty or not. So now our list is not empty, so it will be returned the true, otherwise false. Same as remove method will be remove the item. Here I am removing the apple from the list. So our index of apple is the my one fourth. So here I am removing the fourth number of item into my road list. So apple item will be removed using the remove method. Same as you can also be use equal method to compare your list to other list. Check if the lists are equal or not. So now our second another list is orange and grapes, and first list is fruit. So our both lists have unique items, so we return the false. Same as the if you want to finding the length of your list, so using the size keyword to find the item size. Okay, and last the method is sort method. You can sort your list using the sort method. Here is my list. I'm just display all the debug. Okay, here is my empty method. Empty method using false because now our fruit item fruit list is not empty. Then here I am removing the apple item inside my loop. So you can see it, list fruit after removing the apple. So you can see it, apple item is removed to my list. This 11 equal method are the list equals is the false because another list have a not same value as my fruit value, so equal method will be return the false. The size method return the size of my list item. I have a 4 item into my fruit list. You can see it. Now I'm storing one another item is banana, and here you can see it. Dragon fruit, guava, pineapple, papaya, pineapple, and banana is my item. And here I'm using the sort method to sort all the values. So first is starting to B, D, and alphabet wise. All items are sorted using sort method. So this is the important method in to the list you can use as you need. So here this is my set all set method. Run it. Okay. So here is my first set method. Name is add. So using add method you can add the element into the set. So here I'm add the first element is apple. So you can see it, the debug. Now add on method to add the set inside the another set value. So this is my second set value, name is banana and orange. So this fruit set second I'm add into my first set. So before I have a apple inside my set value, then after I have added two value, fruit two set value are add all method to add it. So you can see banana and orange are stored into my set value. So using add all method to add the other set value, and add on method to add also be list into your set. So here is my set value, name is apple, banana, apple, banana, and orange. And then after we are added the grapes and mango. This is my fruit list. So using add on method are give the capability to add this set value as well as add the list value also be. So using set add on method to you can store the list value. But if you have a list has same value, so it will be remove one duplicate value. And you can see it, our set is not maintain the order. So first is apple, banana, then grapes, mango is my list value, and then again our set value. So using you can see the debug to be careful, be take your mind, it is not maintain the order. Using error method is if, and also be clear method to clear the set. Here use the clear method to remove all the items inside the set, and also add method to here add the three value into the set, and clone method to clone this set into the another set which I declare set inside the list item and display it. So this is the clone set fruit set one. Here apple, banana, and orange you can see the debug. It will be displayed for clone fruits set value. And now set have a one method is contain. Using contain method you can check the item is available inside the set or not using the contain method. So same as the list, also we have a contain method. So contain method so you can check. So now our set have a apple method, so it will be returned the apple method is present inside the set. Same as is empty method to check our set well is empty or not. Then now our set is not empty, so it will be returned the false. Remove method is remove the particular item into the list into the set. So now I'm removing the apple method inside the set. So use remove and mention the value into your list into your set. So now we are remove the apple item inside the set. So you can see it, banana and orange only left. And also you can check the size of your set using size method. So now two items are there into my set So size is 2. And also you can compare both lists using equal method. Banana and orange, I'm created second set and compare. My first set value will also be banana and orange, and second set value are same, so return is true. Okay, it is not checking for your order, but it is checking for your item are same or not. So this is the use of equal method into the set. Now our third collection name is map. So map is a key and value. So here I am created the map, mention the map inside data type of which data type to store your key and value. So I mention string data type is my key value, key data type is string, and value data type is integer. This is the name of my map, and here is the definition. Now first method is a put. The first method is the put method to put the value inside the map. So here I am created one value, key is a apple, the value is a 1, and debug it. So you can see apple equal to 1 is my first put method to put the value, key and value inside the map. Now put all method to put the value inside the map. So I am created another map. I have a value banana equal to 2, banana 2, and orange value have 3. And this map I'm put all method to put it into my first map and see it. So this two value are stored into my first map. So using put all method to put other map value inside your map. Same as clear method to clear the value inside the map. Clone method are similar to clone your map value into the other map. So here is my clone put map variable. Inside we are clone the whole value into the my other map. Here I am created three value and clone it. So you can see apple, banana, and orange is my clone variable, clone map variable. Now also have I want to check content key method is useful to check the key is present or not into your map. So here I have added apple, banana, and orange, and here I am checked apple key is available or not into my map. So here is apple is available. So you can see map fruit contain the key of apple is written the true. If key is not present, so it will be written the false. Same as equal method to check both map are equal or not. So now apple, banana, and orange I am created one another map and checked another map to my map value, key and value. So now both map value are equal, so it will be written the true. Same as we can use get method to get the value according to your key. So here I am put get apple key mentioned here to get the value. So here apple value is written that 1. You can see it value method get method to get the value according to your key. Same as is empty method to check app is empty or not. Key set value is a useful method using key set value to convert your key into your list. What is the main of the here I am created one set of the string means inside our map all the key is a unique. So that's why we are mentioning here set of list and our key data type is a string and store all the key inside the set using key set method. So what is the use of key set method means here is my map and when we are used key set function, so key set function is written only apple, banana, and orange keys to return the list. So this list I am stored into my set and displayed. So you can see it all the key are displayed using key set method. So in case in your logic you want to extract all the key inside the list or map, so you can use key set function. Same as you want to remove the particular item inside the map, so using the remove method to mention your key, so the particular related key value item will be removed inside your map. Same as you can check the size of your map using the size method, and value method are similar as the key set method, but it now, whereas key set method is return the key of the list, and values method are return the value of the list. Now value is also be same or unique, so that time I am created a list stored into inside the list, and value data type as an integer, so here mention I am the integer and the store it. So now you can see 2 and 3 is the display of my value. This is a value function are available in map. Okay, so this is the all are map method, set method, and list method inside the collection variable. So you can see it whenever you are using the set, list, and map. So in case you have to need to find the index, extract the value, remove the value, clear the value, sort the list, set, and map. So you can keep in mind all the methods are very useful to improve your code logic. The 10th topic is class and objects. Class and object in the Apex. It is our 10th topic, class and object. So what is the class and object? So here I write the class syntax and how to create an object and call the method inside the class. So class is nothing but a structure which I define here. Here I created the class with a car. Inside our class car, there were three variables. Name is make, model, and year. So what is the mean of? So firstly, using public keyword to accessible access modifier to indicate your class is accessible to whole page. Now second is keyword for class and the name of the class. Inside we have created three variable, have a public, and this is the data type. Moec is a string data type, model is a string data type, here is a integer data type. Now here we have created one constructors and one methods inside my class. So the constructor is nothing but initialize the variable and, and add the value. Then display info method is a display the value from your variables. This is a simple example for a class. Okay, so how to create an object for a car class. So this is the structure of a class, and now I am created one my car object through use the car class to create a my car object. So here I'm mentioning the car class, and this is my object name and new to call the car constructors. So here the constructor is the same name of the class. It has no any return types. Whenever we are created the object, so constructor is called automatically. Now I am passing the three argument. So now I am created also with constructor to accept the three parameter make, model, and year. So first we are name of, okay, so I'm just change the name is my car name. Okay, so not to confuse name. Okay, just give this small so you can easily understand. Okay, this is the parameter and this is the variable name. And now here is passed the name of Toyota. The model is Charlie Camry, and year is 2020. Okay, so first Toyota is assigned to my name variable, model Camry is assigned to my model, and year is 2020. So first time I've created my first objects have a value is name is name, model, and years. So name is Toyota, model is Camry, and year is 2020. And when we are, and also one thing is, if you are call the display method display info, this is the method inside the car class. So whenever you call the car using your object to call the display methods, so you can use it display info method like this. So let's check it. Okay, sorry for the, just copy and say, run it. So first time our car my car object is created and assign the value Toyota Charmy in 2020 to my variables which I created inside the class. Then second we are display info of my car object. So you can see it. The my car name is Toyota, model is Camry, Camry, sorry, and year is 2020. So this way you can create an object for your class and use the method how and variable like this. Now what is the constructor? The third thing is, what is the constructor? So constructor is nothing but a same name as a class, and if you not mention the constructor, so by default constructor is called. So now here is my class name is person. In person class we are added the name and age, you can see it. And this is my person constructor, we assign the name and age, and display info display the all person detail. So here I am created one constructors, one object, person, person1, and store the name of John Doe and age is 13, same as John Smith, Alien Jones, Alice Jones, Ron Brown, Charlie Davis. Okay, and display. So when I run it, so you can see it. My person one info is John Doe, John Doe, and age is 13, same as Jane Smith, age 25, Alice Johnson, 28, Bob Brown, 35, age. So this way you can create a multiple objects from your simple person class and store the information. And also be, this is my calculator class. Inside we are just created the methods. You can see add, subtract, multiply, and divide method. So this is the method which is return the integer values. All the methods only for divide method display return the double data type. So here I am created the variable objects is calculators, and calculators have a one method is add. So when I pass the 10 and 5, it store a and b and return the addition, same as subtraction, multiply, and division. So you can see it. Okay, so now we are passing 10 and 5. So here is a 10 and 5 come into the a and b, assign it, and addition is performed inside the add method, and it will be written the result into the integer. And here I'm store the result into the sum variable and display it, same as subtraction, multiply and divisions, and like subtraction in the minus, multiply and add the logic of division. Now also be if I'm trying to perform the division using the 0, so it is throw the error division by 0 is not allowed. You are also aware about it. And also divide by the, this is typecasting to, suppose I value is integer, so we are converted into double both value and perform the division operation and return into the decimal value. Same, I have a static, I can also be create a static method inside the class, a static variable. So what is the difference between static and instance variable? So one thing is a static variable are called by a class, but static instance variable are called by the object name. It is required to create an object when you are want to access the instance variable, but static variable no required to create a objects. So in this case, I am using an anonymous window, so we cannot be create a static method inside the anonymous window. So that's why I am created one USA class here, and inside my square is a static method. You can see it. I am created one static method. Name is square, and square method return the value from integer. So here I am calling the class name to call the static method. You can see it, and pass the 5. So 5 multiplied 10 will be return the 15, and 50 here you can see the 50. I debug it, and same as the here I'm created one static variable. The static variable scope is whole class. So first you are created one instance. So instance time our created one constructor. So first time our object is created, so constructor will be called and our count variable value is 1. The second time our count variable value is 2, 3. So what is the difference between instance and static variable? Because instance variable are is a x. If I'm just give the example, so the example here is my public integer count instance variable value is 0, and this value also be increase here instance variable value. And now we are also be displayed system.debug both value. Static variable value is count, and system.debug variable value are displayed instance variable. So what is the difference between, so all object we are created is considered as a unique value from the instance variables. So now first time I'm created, first I'm run it and explain what is the difference between instance and static variable. Now first I call this square method is a static method called by the class name and return the 15. You can see it. The second thing is we are calling the first created one object count, counter 1. So first time our constructor is a call USA class, and our count variable is a static variable. It is stored one value one. Also our instance variable is a call and increase the 1. So here you can okay, sorry, here I'm also be call this one also, so it will be slow. I just remove it and again I just display it and then it. Okay, so you can easily understand. So our static variable is a 1 because the increment same as our instance variable value is 1. The second time second object is created, so that time count a static variable value is true because it is not considered according to your object, but instance variable are unique for all objects. Because count is a static variable is considered by whole class as a single value memory located, but instance variable like I have obj1 is my first object, obj2 is my second object, this is my first and this is my second object, and here this is my instance variable memory block inside the CPU is a 1. Second time I'm call the constructor, so instance variable is created to different from other object and it is store the other memory block inside the CPU, it is a 1. But when I whether in whether whereas we are talking about static variable, the static variable are considered as a call as a class name, so it is store only one memory block. Count the static variable is stored into the CPU just single memory block. So first time our obj1 call, so count is 1. The second time obj2 to increment the value, so it is changed into the here second. So you can see it, our static variable value is true, but our instance variable is 1 because it is considered as a unique for all object name. Same as here we are counter 3, so you can see instance static variable value is 3, but instance variable value is a 1. So you can see the difference between instance and static variables. So instance variable is all objects have a unique value, not a same, but static variable is not attached to the object, is attached to the class. So using static variable you can identify how many objects are created for your class. Okay, and get count method is return the count. So here I return the count of static variable is 3. So this is the difference between instance and count variable. So now our 11th topic is inheritance. Inheritance in Apex. So what is the inheritance in Apex? So in Apex, have a single inheritance is supported, multi-level inheritance is supported, hierarchical inheritance also be supported, multiple inheritance is not supported. Use the interface to instead of use interface. Yeah, and hybrid inheritance is supported. Is a limited way through the combine of the other type, but without multiple inheritance. Okay, so hybrid inheritance means inheritance inside the other inheritance is called hybrid inheritance. So firstly, I'm discuss what is the inheritance. Inheritance means one class inherit to other class. So here is my animal class, and here is my dog class, cat class. Okay, so in animal class have a one instance variable name is name, and here is my constructor animal class. It is initialize the value of the name, and this is my method. So what is the virtual keyword? Why we are added the virtual keyword? So I will be discussed later. Before I jump into the dog class, so how to inherit the class animal to the dog? So using the extends keyword to inherit the animal class variables and method you can use into the dog class. So using the extend keyword, now in dog class have also be constructors and methods, same as cat. You can extend the keyword to animal property and method used into the cat class, and also have a constructor and methods. So now I am discuss the what is the mean of the virtual. So here in Apex you can only override a method if it is the mark as a virtual or abstract is the parent class. Okay, so suppose you are not mentioning a virtual keyword in your make sound method, so it is not considered as a override your child class. Okay, without this Apex assume the method is final, cannot be overridden the subclass. Means if you're not mentioning the virtual keyword in your method, so it is considered as a final method, and it is our subclass is not be capable to override this method. So that's why we are using the virtual keyword. And now this method are override our dog class make sound. You can it is check it, both name is same. And whenever you are override the method, so you have to mention the override keyword before your method. So you can see it same as get class also we override the make sound method. It is override keyword through and use it. So first I am created the object of dog class and passing the buddy. It is the name of the dog, and this is the call first time dog constructors here. And in this dog constructor we are pass super keyword to call the parent constructor. This is the animal. So in this super keyword too you can call the parent class constructors. So that's why his name is passed to the our call the constructor from the animal class and assign the name of body into the name of the variable which are created inside the animal. Same they are calling created cat class whisker name of the cat, and we are called same as a super keyword to assign the name of the animal name using the animal keyword constructor to assign the name. And now we are used the make sound method is the call from the dog class method, and here you can print the name. Here it will be check name variable is available in dog class. It is not, so it is go to check your parent class constructor. Yes, it is the name is available, so it will be display the name of bark. Same as make sound is here whisker mouse. So you can see it, the output. Let's check. Buddy is our dog name, bark is a sound. Same as whisker is a cat name, and meow is a sound. So in this way you can call the access the variable your parent class and calling the method on the variable and access it your parent class property and method using the inheritance. This is a single inheritance, but you can also be multi-level inheritors, hybrid inheritors, one tenant and multiple child, but you never use a multi inheritance. It is not supported because multi inheritance is a multiple parent in a single child. So what is the problem? It is a problem for diamond structure problem. If you have a one A class inside the two child B and C, and same B and C are have a one child is a D. So B and C have a one method same name as the display. So D are confusing about which display method I want to inherit or call it. So this is the diamond problem. So that's why Apex and Java are not support the multi inheritance. Okay, so this is the way you can call this inheritance. If you have any, if you in your code you have to have a many. If you have a big logic, so you can extract create a one super class and create a child class to extract it and access the value and methods. So this is the important inheritance inside the Apex. Now our 12th type is polymorphism. Okay, yeah, this is polymorphism. So what is the polymorphism in Apex? The polymorphism in Apex is an object-oriented programming genre referred to the ability of a class to take many forms. It is in similar terms. It means that is the same method behaviors can work in different way based on the object that is calling it. So type of the polymorphism, there are two main type of the polymorphism is the compile time polymorphism and runtime polymorphism. The compile time polymorphism is the method overloading and runtime polymorphism method overriding. So what is the method overloading? The method overloading this happens when have a multiple method with the same name, but they different the differ in the number of type of the parameters. And when we are talk about the runtime polymorphism, is the method overloading. This happen when the child class override the specific implementation of the method already defined by the parent class. This is the method overloading. So now first we are discuss about the compile time polymorphism, means method overloading. What is a method overloading? Here I have a class for math operation. In math operation I have created three same name as a method add, but here you can see it I am passing the different parameter. Here I am passing the two integer parameter, three integer parameter and two double parameters. Okay. Now when we create an object for my math operations, and first time I'm calling to math operation add method to passing the two integer variables. So according to my argument, it will be decide which method I want to call. So according to my data type and variable we are passing into my argument to automatically Apex is identify and call the particular method. So now in this time our first method will be called to integer parameter, and we are returning the sum, same as when we are called to the three parameter passing the three argument. So automatically second method will be called, and when we are passing the decimal value, so our third method will be called. This is the compile time polymorphism. It is when we are code will be compiled, so automatically Apex is choose the particular method according to my argument. So this is the polymorphism type is compile type polymorphism, and we can also be called as a method overloading functionality. So in your code you can also be create a same name as a method and perform the different logic according to your requirement. Now our second type is polymorphism, is the runtime polymorphism. This is called as a overriding. So this is the main of if you have a parent class name is animal1, have a one method name is make sound, and we are add the virtual keyword as you know about previous. If you are pass the virtual keyword, so you are expose your method as a overloading overriding your subclass. So here I'm calling the same name as a method to my subclass dog1, and here I'm mentioning the override keyword. So same as get. So when you call the method, create an object of your dog class and call the method, so you can see it. This method is override to your dog and dog bar method, and here I am added the system.debug to dog bar. So when you call the dog bar, the system.dog bar debug is the same as get. Get have also been override this method and add the logic according to your class MS. So this way you can call as a runtime polymorphism. So when you are run this method, so it is not identify which method you want to call, because this is compile time. It is Apex not be capable to understand which method is called, but it is the process are happen into the runtime. So this is calling the runtime polymorphism and method overriding concept. So I will be run both things, and you can see it. Sorry. Okay, what is the problem is does not exist the incorrect signature of the add of the decimals. Okay. Okay, so problem is that because we are passing the double here and here and also we pass the, but what is the problem is that because when we are passing the keyword double and also we accept the double parameters, so Apex is runtime, it will be check 5.5, the floating value is also be considered the decimal and double, but both have a different format size. So right now our variable size is small, so it is considered as a decimal value. So it is will be checked decimal parameter is there. So my previous I'm had a decimal keyword, so double, so decimal value is not be there any function, so that's why it throw the error. So when you want to pass, you are here you are meant to, here is you are mentioning the double, so you have to typecast your small value into the double, so that's why it's not throw the error. So I'm changing the data type is a decimal, so it is not throw the error. So I will be show the debug. Okay, here you can see it. And just remove is the log. Here first time our sum1 is return 50. This is the call second function, it return the 13, and when decimal it will be return the 16.0, because here I'm passing the 50.5 and 5.5 means it will be sum and return the 16.5. So this way you can call the method overloading. And now this is the runtime polymorphism method overriding. Here you can see it. Just call and see. Now first our create a dog function, dog object, and call the make sound method. Make sound method is override to parent class to child class. And here I'm also we create a dog bark, so you can see dog bark call same as in cat subclass. Cat meow also we call make sound method override. So this way you can override the method to parent class to child class. We call it a method overriding. It is a part of the runtime polymorphism, and this is the compile time polymorphism because it's considered as a identify your method in the compile time, and this is the identify your method as a runtime. Okay, which method you want to call. The third type is the abstract class. Okay, here is the abstract class. Third type is abstract class and inheritor interface. So what is the difference between abstract class and interface in Apex? So here you can see it. This is the abstract class. Abstract class is a class that cannot be initialized on its own. And it cannot be create an object from an abstract class. It means the subclass is it can contain the abstract method, method without body, or concrete method, method with a body. In abstract class, you can create a method with body or without body. Both methods are supportable into the abstract class. The abstract class are usually to provide the common interface for subclasses while allowing them to implement the specific behaviors. Means this is my abstract class animal. Inside animal, I have created three methods. Both method is a concrete which have a body, but the last method make sound is a abstract method. It has not body only for implementation for the method. So now an animal method have returned the animal constructor. No, sorry for that. This is the constructor. Is the animal constructor. We can also create a constructor inside the abstract class and call the constructors. And this is my method breath, which is the animal breath is, and this is my make sound method is the abstract method. Now we are implement extend. If you create an abstract class, so use the extend keywords and dog. So all method and variable which I am using in the dog class, and here I am override the method make sound. You have used the abstract methods, and here I'm defining and add the logic to my make sound. Same as extend the animal class to a cat and use the override the method of make sound. Okay, now I am call it. So first time I'm created an instance of the dog class. So dog class, whenever you create an instance, so dog class constructor is called, and dog is extend from animal, so animal constructor also be called. So this time animal constructor is called because now here I'm not be created a constructor from a dog, so it is automatically triggered to the animal class constructors. So here you can see the animal constructor call. Now I am calling the make sound method. This is the created from dog class inside. It is override the make sound method from your animal abstract class through, and I am headed the debug dog barks. Same as here we are calling the dog dot breathe. It is the abstracts from animal to dog, and we can use using dog instance through breathe method. This is the animal class method. Same as we are creating cat instance, so automatically animal constructor will be called, and call cat make sound method are called. and get meow, which I write into the debug. So this is the use case you can use to abstract class. This is the advantage. You can create a both method, abstract method and simple method, and also be used constructor inside. So what is the use of abstract class? Using abstract class, you can you can reuse your code into the different class, and also be using the abstract method to use this method to different class from different logic. Because if I am using this method to my dog class to use different logic, same as I'm using this abstract method to my cat class and use other different logic. So this is important. You can create one method and use different class to other different logic wise. Same as I'm also be use some single method, and also be can use like a send mail. You can use send mail method to your both class and access the functionality. So reuse the code or logic. So this is the important for the extra class. Now we are going to jump from interface in Apex. So what is the interface inside the Apex? So this is my 14th topic from interface. So interface is a contract that defines as a set of the method that our class must be implement keyword to implement it. The interface cannot be contain any implementations, no method bodies, and are used to achieve the abstractions of multiple inheritance in Apex. Using interface, you can achieve the multiple inheritance, and it have a method have no body inside the interface. A class can implement a multiple inheritance, and class can be implemented a multiple interface, allowing to be inherit the behaviors from the multiple source. Means, suppose I have a one interface call as name as a interface name animals, and we have created one method name is the make sound. This is the abstract method. It has no body. Same as my second interface is a pet, which is also be play method. It have no body. And now this is my dog class implement to interface. So this is the way to implement the multi inheritance using the interface, because I am implement both interface into the single class and use the both method. You have a different logic like make sound the dog bark, and play means dog is play, which I created simple debug display the debug. Same as cat, which use the make sound method using it. And now we are create a dog instance, make sound, play, and get. Just debug it. Okay, so dog bark method you call dog bark and dog play, same as get meow. Here I'm created the instance from dog, and you call the make sound and play, same as get instance to call the make sound method from the interface through. So this is the important from interface to achieve the multiple inheritance. So future, what is the difference between abstract class and interface? So first difference is you cannot be create the instance from your abstract class same as instance from your interface class. The second thing is you can have both abstract without implementation and concrete without with implementation method. Means you in using the abstract class you can create both method with body or without body, but in your interface you can create only the method without body, no implementation. The multiple inheritance abstract class can only extend one class, so it is not supported by multiple inheritance, but interface through you can achieve this multiple inheritance can be implemented multiple inheritance. The constructor can have a constructor, abstract class have a constructor. I will be showing inside into my example. You can call the constructor and create the constructor inside the abstract class, but cannot have a constructor from interface. So this is the difference between abstract class and interface. Keep it in mind when you are where we are used in your interface and abstract class. So this is the most important things. According to your logic, you can implement your abstract class or into place. Yeah. So the 15th topic is access modifier. It will also be important. So this is my 15th access modifier in Apex. So I have a 4 access modifier in Apex. First one is the public, private, protected, and global. The access modifier is Apex control to visibility and accessibility of a class, method, and variables. There are the 4 main access modifier in Apex. So first access modifier is public, accessible from the any class, triggers, and same namespace. Private access modifier is the method and variable cannot be accessed outside of the defining class, even by the subclass. Protected are accessible within the class or where it is defined by the subclass. in subclass. Global is typically used to manage the package and expose the API outside the main namespace. So here is the example of, and just run it and display. Okay, so this is my first access modifier example class. Inside we have created public, private, protected variable. My public variable protected environment. So first public variable accessible through all the class. So public is a public variable. So I am created one method is public method and debug it. And this is my subclass. Here I am also be use it public variable. Same as protected variable also be accessible to subclass, but private is not accessible. Private only for accessible to within the class, not outside of the class or subclass. So if you want to access the private variable, so you have to create a method or encapsulate it using the, here I'm using the private method variable, and access the private method variable is the private. So you can call the private method, and this private method are called from, this is also be private method, so you cannot be accessed inside the subclass. So that's why we have created one so private access, and inside we are calling the private method. So within the class private method I call it, so private method is called, and this so method is public, so we can easily access here it. Private method we cannot be call it, so that's why we have to call this method. Okay, private method, sorry, public method we can call it, but here we can use this debug. Now we have to call private method, so we have to call this method, and protected also be accessible. Okay, so now the problem is that first we have to call this one. So our access modifier public is accessible, protected will also be accessible. Now we have public method we call. Let's try to call the public method. The public method inside a public, so you can easily access the public method. Same as private method. Private method, this one you can also be accessing with the private. Now I'm just sorry. Okay, private method will be called because through the, so private access modifier through call via private method. Okay, and inside the private method will be called. Same as protected method will be called because it is protected and also accessible to the subclass same as. And this method is created into the subclass, so it is accessible. This way you can create or access the modifier. And what is the difference between global? Global are accessible typically usually to manage package or expose API to outside the namespace. It's when you create a package, so global is accessible to whole package because it is global. Now our 16th topic is try catch statement. The try catch statement will also be important when you handle the runtime exception. So here I am created one simple logic which will be happen when you are try to divide the 0 to any digits. So it will be throw the divide by 0 exception, and cannot be divided with 0. At that time it will be exception will be thrown and your execution will be stopped. So that's why you have to enter the try catch block when execution not be stopped. So this is the try catch. And now I'm also be throw the statement. Throw statement you can throw your custom exception. So if you have to handle the custom exception, so you can extend the exception class, and then you have to use the throw new custom exception and cannot be divided by 0 because these exceptions are not available inside the exception class. Standard exception, you have to show your custom message. You can throw your custom exception divided by 0, and you can handle if y equal to 0 to throw exception, and here you can manage it. This wouldn't be executed if y is 0. Okay, and last our exception. Now let me show it. First I am show this debug. Okay, an error occur divided by 0 exception. Now I want to display the custom message. Okay, error cannot be divided by 0 because I am passing the message from my custom, and this custom exception will be thrown. So here is the error, and our custom message will be displayed divided by 0. So this way you can also be passed the custom message inside the custom exception. So this is the way you can handle the error in your Apex. So hope you are very well to understand all the topic inside the core Apex. So this is the all the 16 topic inside the Apex which I am covered. So all are important. You are beginner level to learn the Apex, so you have to just know all the things.